Recently, a friend and I tried to race a Destiny 2 dungeon solo. Dungeons are 3-player game activities that most consider to be pretty easy and are often soloed. However, we are not the best players. Starting this dungeon, I was the underdog. I will be the first to admit that I am a Crucible player at heart, and despite playing almost 4,000 hours of Destiny, I have only completed the Last Wish raid once. So, I had to go in with a strategy. My strategy, admittedly, was very simple. Don't die. Whilst to any experienced Destiny player, who can probably do a solo flawless dungeon with their eyes closed, this may seem very simple. But as previously stated, I'm not the best. I had never done a solo dungeon before, let alone a solo flawless dungeon. And I had the constant reminder that I was being followed rather closely. This has more of an impact than it may seem. I do not do well under pressure. My strategy worked wonders in the first part of the dungeon, because possibly counterintuitively, me going slower and not taking too many risks, for example not using an eager edge sword to go any faster, caused me to fly through the first introductory part of the dungeon, where it teaches you the Scorch Cannon and Burdened by Riches mechanics. So whilst it took Will 12 minutes to start the Fizzler encounter, it took me less than 8.
No. Bull. I call absolute. That no. I call bugger. I call bugger entirely. You are bugger.
I mean, you were correct, but you won't be correct for long. Because there he is, in his big full glory.
No, I call
You can call
lies,
bullshit all you
deceit. How many more lies have you told the council?
want. None. I do not deceive. That is not who I am.
This extreme lead at the start was a double-edged sword. It caused me to get cocky, and when I get cocky, everything flies out the window. Whilst I didn't know exactly where he was when I started the Frizzer encounter, the reactions that I heard from his side were music to my ears, and as such I suddenly thought I was infallible, that this was already in the bag, and that there was no way he could catch up to me. And as such, I forgot the plan. The only plan. To take it slow, take it easy, and just survive. My general plan for this encounter was to use Heart of Inmost Light to kill ads until the damage phase, in which I would switch over to Curse of the Falling Star to get an overshield, so I can use my sword to do major damage to the boss. However, due to my amazing overconfidence and my brain going into autopilot mode, I forgot to switch my exotic immediately. This left me defenseless. I hopelessly tried to fight on, not to lose time and not to squander the lead I built up already, but it was lost. At this point, Will had caught up to me, and I'd squandered all my lead. However, this was a good thing. This woke me back up and caused me to rethink everything, and therefore I slowed back down. And after remembering the ancient art of how to actually use the Curse of the Falling Star, and the fact that as you fly for longer, you get an overshield, I killed Frizzra relatively quickly, 30 minutes after I got into the encounter.
Okay.
Woo! That sounds like spice.
No! I am not risking that. Not now. Not after all I've been through. Okay. 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 Okay.
That missed. No, it's not good. I missed like the most important weapon I have.
Yeah, don't worry, I've missed the Thunder Crash. I didn't miss it, it fizzled out, but... Woo! And that's how you do it.
Damage phase.
Let's check in on Will. How's he been doing for these 30 minutes?
No, 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 I almost had him. Oh, God. Okay, that was just stupid on my part. I'm dead.
I had finally left him firmly in my tracks, and could go on unopposed. There was only one major thing standing in my way, and that was my most hated part of this run, Sparrow Run encounter. In this encounter, you need to get to each mine before they explode, and you can increase the amount of time for the mine to explode by hitting buttons. A pretty common team strategy is to have one player run ahead as another or both other players get the buttons behind them. As Will has the Scourge of the Sparrow, which is just faster than every other Sparrow in the game, normally the running would be his job and the buttons would be mine. As such, I had never actually done the running before, and every time I had attempted to, I would fail immediately. I'm not very good at racing sparrows. And even with this strategy, it would often take us around 5 times to complete it, with the two of us racing. But to both of our surprise, I blasted through it with no problems in 2 tries.
Right, let's go, big boy. Get out of my way, Thrall. I thought he knocked me off for a sec. I honestly shit myself. Come on, die! Why is... My shots are hitting the Scorch Cannon!
Oh, I did
I've
it!
got a 5! You kidding me?
And I'm not talking about the ogre.
Wait, well, did you get him?
I killed the ogre, yeah. Just a while ago.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
What?
Next up was the easiest by far of the encounters, however what could have been the longest, the Fallen Shield encounter. In this encounter, there are many different floating islands, and one of these islands will have a servitor on it. You have to go up there, kill that servitor, and launch it at the Fallen Shield in the middle. What makes this encounter as long as it normally is the fact that you have to move between the different islands using a Scorch Cannon to activate different energy devices, as they call them in-game, to move between the different islands. However, I have my Thunder Crash and therefore can get between the islands rather quickly, so I can ignore most of the tedium in between killing the servitors. However, as I only have one Thunder Crash, if I got unlucky with the spawns, it would still be rather tedious, as I would have to go to probably an island halfway between the other island, and then have to deal with the energy device. Luckily, I got incredibly lucky with the spawns, and as such didn't have to deal with the tedium, and as such was able to complete the encounter in around 10 minutes, which by rank standards is abysmal, but by my standards, and for the purposes of this race, it was pretty good. And just like with my Thunder Crash, I launched myself at breakneck speed into an almost insurmountable lead. We thought we would have to scrap this video idea, and that it wouldn't make an interesting YouTube video, as by depending on how you would define the encounters, I was 2 or 3 encounters ahead of Will, who was still stuck at Frizra. However, just like in the first encounter, my cockiness would most certainly get the better of me. For overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
This one. Okay. Ooh. Stretch the fingers. And hello to Avarice.
At the start of this encounter, 2 high health enemies spawn, a marauder called Gisbrax and a sniper shank called Armatey. Both of these enemies can be annoying for their own reasons, especially due to the incredibly high health and the damage that Armatey can put out. Therefore, I had to have a plan to deal with them, and my main plan was to just, well, Thunder Crash them. At the start of the encounter, they both spawn in the exact same place, and therefore you can hit them both with a single Thunder Crash. And then for every subsequent damage phase, when they respawn, you can Thunder Crash Gisbrax after collecting 10 motes from the outside, which you also have to do to start the damage phase by putting into the crystal, as with the rest of the dungeon, which then Gisbrax drops 10 motes of his own, which you can then use to get your super bag to kill the shank. However, as a sniper shank, Armatey does a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. Especially when I didn't have any sniper resistance mods or anything like that on. And that was not good, coupled with the fact that I would gain 10 burn riches, which I would have to submit in a given amount of time, so I didn't have time to run away. I could have immediately supered Arm80. However, there was a problem with that. He's actually pretty difficult to hit as he is a flying enemy with Thunder Crash. You can easily miss him, and I do many times. And I still wanted to use my Thunder Crash on the boss, therefore there were times when I would run out of Thunder Crashes. Therefore, due to these complications, after the first 2 attempts, I switched up to a more reliable strategy of killing Arm80 first. This wasn't a hard and fast rule, but switching to the strategy made my next run go rather well. And it would seem that I was on track after 2 phases for a 4-phase kill. Will was catching up, and it actually seemed like for the first time in about an hour we had a proper race on our hands, whether or not I could kill this before he could get onto the final boss. At this point I was fully determined to end it right here, right now. This was going to be the run.
Okay, he's camping in his spawn zone.
No, water. Okay, I almost died to the water. Don't finish someone over the water.
Shame our guardians can't swim.
I mean, it's not even like we can't
In
swim.
fact,
How the hell
it's
do
not
you drown in
even
that?
not swim, it's just allergic
Allergic,
to
yeah,
water.
allergic to water. Makes no sense because earlier in the servitor thing, you can easily walk on the water. In one of the places. So why can't I walk in this water? Is it just the water's so greedy that I can't step in it? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Greedy water.
No. Why are you going all the way over here? Go back. Go back. Please. 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 No! Oh my god. What is this doing? Go the rock. I'm gonna die.
Monster spawn. There you are. Hello. Hello. Are you gonna die? Are you dead? Did you die?
No, I lived. But it keeps rolling.
Rolling.
I'm not gonna be able to get it there in time because it's rolling the wrong way.
Then don't push it the wrong way.
Oh, you gotta be. Well, it fell off.
It's not going your way, is it?
This is the worst run of this I've ever done in my life. It's gonna be a thing of worst runs so far. What do I do?
You die. But no, you don't. I don't actually know. How far are you through the servitor?
I've destroyed one thing.
Okay, so a quarter. Got it.
Do they respawn?
Yeah, they do. You don't have to restart.
What, in the same place? Or?
No. They respawn somewhere else. Unfortunately.
I see him. I see him. Absolute.
Okay. Why would you throw it in the mine there? Why now?
Simple one.
No. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that was a bit close for comfort.
Nice. I see the next servitor as well.
Is it a good placement?
No.
Okay. I won't laugh at him. That's not what you want. Okay. Run. Okay. Maybe. No. I think I'm seeing heavy ammo, just when it is not there. I think I'm seeing things.
That's the definition of seeing.
Third phase proceeds exactly like the first 2. I make no mistakes, and it once again looking like it's going to be a 4-phase kill.
I missed.
Good.
Oh god, I'm missing everything. I need to just calm it down. Calm it down. Steady your hands. You're still in this race.
You can't be in a race when there's no race anymore.
What do you mean?
I'm not. Well, okay, I was just making a point that I'm about to be done.
Don't scare me like that. I thought you got him.
Almost.
Mental tactics.
Oh.
Occasional gorilla noises.
I have this.
Do you now?
No, but maybe.
Where's Scorch Cannon guy going?
Okay, good. I just need to do all these. Because I will forget otherwise.
Why is he there?
Oh no, I've no ammo!
On the 4th, and supposedly final damage phase, I had 11 ammo. I was not prepared for this, and I went in with my normal strategy, and then when my ammo ran out, I panicked and didn't know what to do. I could have played this damage phase much better, and possibly have gotten a 4 phase by actually hitting him with the Witherhoard and then switching up to my primary and actually doing damage that way rather than manually reloading the Witherhoard, which I had been doing a lot in this run. However, this is all irrelevant as it did not happen. All I had to do was get to another damage phase, and it would all be over. I would only have to hit him with my super, and he would die. He was on such low health that nothing really mattered anymore. And once again,
remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
This is where the unthinkable happened. My audio cut out. At any other point in the run, this would have been a mild inconvenience at worst. However, at this point in the run, my most pivotal moment, the last damage phases and what will be my victory moment, it was not a good time. However, luckily or unluckily, depending on whose side you're on, it did not miss my victory moment. But it did still miss one of the most pivotal moments of the run. It missed the most blood-curdling scream I think I have ever done. So much so, that it even distracted Will to the point where he was lost for a couple seconds. It was so bad that I thought the scream was why the recording had stopped. It was only upon review of the footage that I realised it had actually stopped about a minute earlier. I had fallen. My best run was now over, and Will had caught up. The race was finally back on. It took me a couple seconds to get my bearings back, but I wasn't going to give up here. I was not going to be in the lead for the entire run until the very end, in which I lost. It just wasn't going to happen. Will was still in the first phase of his run, and even if he didn't mess up, I was confident that I could get to each damage phase quicker than he did, and I could probably kill it in roughly the same amount of damage phases, as I had just done a run that was probably going to be a 4 phase if I wasn't so bad.
Okay. Whew. I guess I'm just gonna do this without dying then. Gotcha. You're now on the boss, right?
However, I was still a quarter of a run behind. He was 1 damage phase ahead of me at all times. Therefore, I would have to speed up, and speed up I did, due to my now practice at doing this solo, and the fact that I had a super to just instantly kill the high health mages. I could get to each damage phase in roughly 4 minutes, whereas Will took 5 to 6 minutes for each run. All I needed were perfect damage phases. However, for the second time in this dungeon, in an attempt to get a really high overshield to therefore do damage on my sword, I missed the boss completely, and slammed directly into the top of his pod. At this point, he was essentially 2 entire damage phases ahead of me, and I had to hope that a similar miracle that happened to him would happen to me, and he would die. Or that I'd catch up in damage, which would require an even more perfect than I've ever done before. But it was doable. It definitely was doable.
Not gonna make the same mistake. As last time.
You're gonna... There we go.
Shh, I just realised that I'm completely out of sword.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
Betrayed by the ammo economy. No engram left behind. That's big. Let's do this.
Okay. Oh, and that just run out.
Reload it. Oh, for bugger, 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 bugger. I'm losing time on the damage phase.
Why are you there?
The letter C. That you're gonna come over, buddy. Come on, buddy, come on. I've been in this 2 hours. Get over here.
Shite. Yeah.
Oh, we are
ammo!
close.
One ammo! Why? Why must you forsake me? We would be dead if I had some ammo.
What are you on?
The P of Captain.
Oh, okay, we're cutting this close. Damage, damage, damage. Come on!
Then I heard the worst noise of my life.
He's dead!
No! Son of a bitch! If I had any ammo.
Oh,
Literally, if I had just gotten this 19 ammo here.
Will was happy. He had won. I was devastated. I had been 45 minutes in the lead in this final encounter. I just had to not fuck up continuously. And yet, that is how it ended. However, I will never let this happen again. This embarrassment will be my last, and I vow to not lose to him again. Ever. If you enjoyed this video and want to see Will's recollection of the events, you can go over and check out his channel in the description, or just search Red Punch Bag on YouTube. It should show up.